Hey there. First and foremost, yes, you should see the other guy. Secondly, this is a short little video just to talk about where I've been, the future of the channel, and what you can expect to see from me in the future. To start things off, I would like to apologise for the lack of content from me for the last 15 or 16 years, it feels like. Last year I started a new job and it's been eating up a significant amount more of my time than I initially thought it would. Moreover though, to be completely transparent, YouTube is something I do as a hobby. It's something I do because it's a creative and fulfilling and challenging outlet. And to that end, over the last year or so, I've found myself getting halfway through several scripts only to reread them and question, is this really that interesting? Is it really something I would watch? I don't do YouTube to hear myself speak. I do it because it challenges me and I find it interesting. And to that end, if I don't feel like I have anything to say, I'm not going to say anything. Moreover though, over the last year I've spent a good amount of my free time working on and making sure my game, Dead in the West, finished at a reasonable hour and to a degree I'm comfortable with. And it really did. Look at this big, beautiful, chunky boy. I'm going to try flipping through some pages, but I got one arm here. Look at this thing. Fuck. I'm so happy with it. But anyway, ow. If you're interested in my game at all, you can pick up copies of the PDF or the physical edition, and I'll put links down below. Building from that though, I found myself, as I was working on the game, becoming really fascinated with subjects of game design, interactivity, and GMing in general as a sort of strange new art form that blends improv and writing and all sorts of other crap. And I really wanted to create content for this channel that explored those ideas and talked about game design. However, I didn't really know if that's the kind of thing that my audience would be interested in. If I'm completely honest, I don't really know what my audience is, so if that's the kind of thing that you might be interested in or might want to see from me in the future, please leave a comment down below telling me, and I promise I will take it to heart. On that note, I recently recorded a game with the tremendous little actual play podcast RPG Roulette, where I got to sit down with them and GM a game of Dead in the West. I had an absolute blast running the game. The players had a wonderful time. They all really got into character. The story was this great mix of humor and desperation with all of these twists and turns. Everyone seemed to have a great time, and I think it was a really fulfilling experience. If you want to listen to it right now, I'll include links below, but I will be uploading episodes of the show to this channel over the coming weeks. Finally, talking about more traditional content, there is a video that I have been working on and have wanted to release for the last couple years, and that is a video on the Kansas experiment, which is an interesting period of the state's history in which they implemented some very libertarian and ideologically minded tax codes that did not have the intended effect that they wanted, or maybe they did, it's up for debate. The tax codes led to a lot of unexpected and interesting outcomes, and while it's a topic I feel I have researched a lot and am pretty well versed in, I don't really want to release it unless I actually get to speak to some Kansanians who may have lived through it. It doesn't really feel entirely honest on my part or entirely justifiable to release the content unless I get some first-hand feedback on the topic. In a kind of similar way, I wouldn't have released the Q video had I not been able to talk to Rick Scott or someone else who was more versed in cults and online behaviour. So if you know any Kansanians or are a Kansanian who wants to talk to me, please let me know in the comments down below or reach out to me in any way you can. With that all said, I look forward to reading your comments down below. I promise that I am not dead, this is not a hologram, this is not a joke, this is not a bit, and I hope to be seeing more of you in the future. See ya.